Hey everyone, it's Matt, and today I'll be playing a new game called Animal Well. And this game is getting a lot of hype for a few different reasons, but I personally played a little bit of it and thought it had a really cool vibe, a cool atmosphere to it that's sort of eerie and relaxing, and I thought it might make for a good ASMR video. So I'm going to start a new game and we'll do some exploring to see what Animal Well is all about. So let's get started. I will note that this video has a flashing light warning. There are a few moments where there might be some flashing lights bright on the screen, so if you are sensitive to that, just know ahead of time. But for the most part, the game will look pretty serene and, as you can see, very pretty. I really love the look of this game. It is a sort of Metroidvania without combat. You're just this little guy running around. I don't know if you're supposed to be an animal of some sort or little guy is the official terminology. But all you can do is run and jump. That's it. You can't attack, you can't go any faster, you can't double jump. You just run around and jump, and you find items. Sometimes those items are useful. So let's do some exploring and see what we can find in this lush, vibrant world. Let's move on to the left here. And what do we have? We have a room with some, looks like animal head statues on pillars. And a chest here. What's in the chest? A clover egg. So far, it seems that part of the goal of the game is to find as many eggs as you can. I did find a few in my brief time playing, but I wonder if there's something to do with those flames we saw at the beginning, those flames that faded away. Anyway, looks like there's nothing else I can do in here, so let's move on. But before I go up the stairs, there does seem to be a gap here. If I move to the right, it looks like a little hidden tunnel with a sort of face on the wall. I don't know if that's like a fish face or what it is, but I cannot proceed past it right now. I'll have to remember that for later. Moving on to the right, let's see what we can find. In this game, you can fall into the water. You will respawn from where you left off, but you won't take any damage. You can take damage, though, and die in this, so you gotta be careful not to get hurt by actual sources of damage, which I'm sure you'll see very soon. Looks like there's nowhere else to go but up in here, so let's move on up the ladder. And now, looks like we have a waterfall back down. We don't need to go that way though. And another ladder, and a ledge on the right. Can I jump to the right far enough? Not quite. Maybe with an item I can reach that later. And up here we have what looks to be a squirrel or a chipmunk on the left. Looks like I scared it away. I cannot jump down through these platforms like you can in certain other platformers. If I move on to the right here, we have a telephone. And if you use the telephone, you can save the game. So let's remember to save the game whenever we see a telephone. I'm going to move on over to the left here, see what I can find. Looks like we have a crank. And I can turn the crank, and that lifts this platform out of the water. That's as far as it'll go. So let's jump across before it lowers all the way back down. Looks like I hit that yellow item. I'm not sure what that is, and it lit up part of this, the block at the top of this wall that's blocking me. Maybe I need to light up all three spots there. So seems like I might have to find another way up there. Maybe I'll come back later. So let's save again at the telephone. And I wonder how to reach that up there, that moving platform. Let's take a look around in the next room. Seems like there's nothing much in here, at least on the ground floor, but there are some platforms up there. Might be part of getting to that moving platform. And what is that? Is that a ghost of some sort? Don't want to find out. So, that thing seems like it's going to hurt me, so let's not get hurt by it. I'm going to stay away from the crank in the middle there and just go to the left, where it looks like, yes, this is the way over to the moving platform. Alright, on to the moving platform. And over here. And it looks like this might be the way to this guy. Yep, the third yellow thing. So let's crank the platform back up and make our way across to the newly unlocked doorway here. Now what's in here? We've got firecrackers, and I can throw them. And this is where the flashing light warning comes in. The firecrackers are quite bright, so just to demonstrate. I wonder what those can be used for. Seems I can hold 3 at a time. And I can open my inventory. I see I have 1 egg and 3 firecrackers. So let's find out what those are used for. Looks like there's a passage down here. Some more firecrackers, but I can't carry them right now. And looks like all I can do is go right, so let's go right. Alright, let's try a firecracker here. Ah, seems like the firecracker destroyed that ghost or whatever that was. So they can be used against at least certain enemies. So let's keep moving on and maybe go back to that room with the first ghost and get rid of it so we can move on. As far as I know, there's no set order you have to do things in this game, aside from needing certain items to do certain things, but you can kind of just go in whatever direction you want as long as you can make your way around, which is pretty cool. Bye-bye, ghost. And now let's try this crank. Alright, so the crank raised that up. And now we can move on to the ladder here. Up here we got another squirrel. Bye-bye, squirrel. What's to the left? Let's keep the trend of moving to the left. Another hidden passageway over here with some firecrackers. And it looks like we can drop down. And we have an unlit candle. I wonder what that's about. Can I light it with a firecracker? Not that way. Seems like I throw it, I don't drop it. I wonder if I was to drop it from the level above down the straight down hole, if it would land there and light the candle. Let's give that a try. Alright. Get another firecracker and throw it down. No, the candle is still unlit, so seems that is not the solution. Maybe I'll get something to light candles with later, or I'm missing the answer here, but this game is all about mysteries and trying to solve them. Maybe I'll solve that one later, maybe I won't. And here we got this chest with a map. I got an achievement there for finding the map. So here is the map. I can zoom in and out, but not too far in. So this is everywhere I've been so far. move on up here. What's up the ladder? Huh. Got these big animal statues. Very nice. And a telephone over here. Let's save. So, moving on to the left here. Looks like we got maybe some penguin statues. I think that's what they are. Some sort of bird. And a fruit on the ground. Seems if I eat the fruit, it restores my health. I got 4 hearts. So let's remember to use the fruit. Let's move on to the left here. Another squirrel. I wonder if there's anything I can do with the squirrels. They just seem to run away no matter what. Maybe I can distract them or find food for them later. We have a switch here. Seems the switch toggles between different sets of platforms. Alright, well, let's climb up the platforms then. Another switch over here. Make our way back up. Gotta be a little careful here. Almost had it. Not quite. Maybe I need to jump a little later. I need more momentum. The question is though, yeah, when I do reach this switch, what can I do now? Looks like there's a chest in the middle, but I cannot reach the ledge on the right, it seems. But I found a match. Maybe with this I can light the candle. So let's make our way back to the candle, but I want to see what's down here first. I don't know if those are cranes. I'm not sure if that's the right word for them. I think those are cranes. Very pretty scenery. And what do we have here? We got a crank. Seems to change the angle of this thing. And there's this lizard or snake statue that's squirting water. Seems if I change the angle, I can use it to bounce the water. Do I bounce it into that? Looks like a bowl there. Let's see. Yeah, it looks right. It's filling up. And that opened it up. Some bubbles. So this looks like the kind of place where I might fall down and not find my way back up easily. And I want to light that match before I forget it's there. So let's go back to the match if we can. We'll come back to that later. Back and through here. Moving on. While I'm at it, it would be nice to save, just in case. Down the ladder. And down this ladder. Or actually, no, it was around here. We had to go through the hidden passage to get to the candle. Alright, light candle. Well, the candle's lit. I'm not entirely sure what that did other than light the candle. Maybe there's some sort of achievement for lighting all the candles, or maybe it's part of a different mechanic that I'm not familiar with yet. Alright, let's go back up to the room with the bubbles and see what we can do there. But first, save. Nice to see the penguins again. Everything looks very wet in this game. I like it. Very moist game. Alright, so the bubbles, you can climb them, but it seems they pop when you jump off, and you're constantly falling down. But let's move on to the left here. What do we have in here? A bunch of blocks of some sort. Can I climb the blocks? No, they're too high. They're too tall. Can't get up there. Might have to come back here later. Can I climb up the bubbles? Might be easier said than done. Let's try one more time here. Oh, almost had it. Almost made it. Let's see what's down here first. We got the fish that are squirting the bubbles. I want to double check this ledge on the left, if there's any secret thing here. Yes, there is. A chest with a normal egg. Oh, and to the left, more fish with more bubbles. Let's see if we can make our way up these. There's a fruit on the right there, but let's go up the ladder. And aha, there we go. Seems it turned on some fans, and now I can jump really high and get the yellow things on the ceiling. Nice. Alright, to the left we go, and just some spikes and platforms in here, but nothing really else to do, it seems. Is that a catfish face up there in a pipe? It looks like a catfish stuck in a pipe. I'm not sure. But let's save. And there's another fruit, but I don't need it unless I fall into those spikes there, which I hope I won't. But down here we got some more spikes and some platforms. What is over here? More platforms, more spikes, and a hidden fruit. Alright. Down the ladder. And we have some more yellow things on the ceiling, but I can't reach them. Oh dear. Is that a seahorse? The seahorse is spraying water and bubbles at me. Perhaps I can climb the bubbles to reach those yellow things. Let's try it. Yeah, I can do that. Alright. How about some bubbles over here? Let's get that. Seems I popped the bubbles. You only spray some bubbles up here so I can more easily reach it. Just one. Not quite. How about we lure it over here? Let's get the bubbles going. Maybe if I can get him to spray it the other angle, the bubbles won't pop on the spikes. But in that case, they do go a little far. I might be able to do it if I start from over here, though. Almost. Let's try that one more time. Come on, seahorse. It's a little finicky to get this guy to spray the bubbles where I need him. That might be it. Yeah, alright. So now there's the left side. How do I get the these bubbles. Almost. Maybe if I can get him to spray the other way. That might be more of a sea monster. Seems to have a long body. Not quite a seahorse. Oh, there were spikes up there. I got hit by the spikes. Or I ran into the spikes. Gotta be careful. Alright. So I got all the yellow things. Seems I can climb my way up to the left side with the bubbles. I just have to get him to spray them the other way. Yes, like that. Not quite that far away though. I'm not sure if there's a trick to getting him to spray the bubbles in a certain direction other than standing somewhere and hoping it works. I'm going to stand right here. Nope. Alright, this might work. Oh, he sprayed me off. Okay. I'm going to stand here one more time. Seems like this is where I was when he did the other side. But maybe there's some other trick to getting him to... Yeah, okay. Let's be real careful this time. Almost had it. Missed the jump. Gotta be pretty precise with it. Alright. There we go. Very nice. And now, a bee wand. What's the bee wand? It's a bubble wand. I can make one bubble at a time, anywhere I want. Very nice. So now, I can do stuff like climb up to platforms that are further away. Alright. Very useful. And now, let's make our way up. Maybe not that way though. Seems the fish head on the wall has noticed me. I wonder what that means. Only when I'm lined up with its eyes, or whatever this is on the platform. Odd. I wonder if that means anything. Seems there's a lever up there, but I cannot go through the narrow gap to get it. Maybe I can get smaller later or something like that. So let's move on up here. Alright, another room of some fans that need to be activated. I can probably reach this thing with the bubble, yes. And now, I can use the fans. Seems they can blow the bubbles up, like that, with me on them. Very nice. So up here we got some more powered off fans, or one at least. And a fruit. And I'm not sure, can I reach up there? Not quite. Interesting. Let's think about this. So there's no wind blowing me up there, so I can't go to the right. Seems I gotta go up the bubbles here with the fans. let's move up here. I don't need the fruit. I had a feeling these vines were covering something, yeah. Alright. Now that fan is on. And to reach the gap on the right, I don't think I can fall and land there. So maybe if I float down with a bubble. Alright. And just because I'm not sure what's down there, let's try a bubble. And float on down. We all float on okay. Alright. So now there's some spikes down there. I'm going to ride a bubble down just to make sure I don't hit them on the way over to the right. And now we're back to the telephone. Yeah, this is where we last saved, I believe. So, how about we try a bubble up here? See if there's anything I can do with the catfish has swallowed my bubble. It sounds like it went through the pipe. But where does the pipe go? Interesting. Well, I'll have to move on up or something. Find my way upstairs. Ah. Never thought to do that. I just accidentally did it. I was just going to see what happened if I popped the bubble, but no, it did not pop the bubble. It teleported me here. And now we have a bunch of these, what I still think are catfish in pipes. And a chest behind this wall here. So let's find a way around. I wonder if I can properly follow the pipes. This pipe is the one that went down, as we can see in the background. So well, I gotta be careful not to get my bubbles swallowed. Easier said than done, of course. So, let's go back over there and see if we can find a way up without getting my bubble swallowed by the first catfish. If not, I might need to find some other method. Oh, that's right. If he is preoccupied with a bubble, I can always blow another. So looking at the pipes in the background, seems this one will spit me out on the right side, whereas the one on the right will take me to another room. Seems like ultimately, no matter what path I take, I gotta go right. So let's try this one first. Alright, so up here, let's try this one. Through the pipes. Alright, so I recall seeing a yellow thing on the left here. That's right, alright, that's the first one. And now, where does this pipe lead? Alright. Nothing over here but a fruit and another pipe. Spat me right back out. Alright, so let's try this one right here. Seems they're fighting over the bubble. Right. That gives us access to that guy. With the help of a bubble, of course. So that means one more left. And I never thought to get the one on the ceiling on the left there. That's pretty easily accessible. So let's get back over there. Alright. And almost there. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to go into the mouth, but I got too close. That's alright. We'll just make our way back over. It'll just take a moment. Something about getting into these pipes is viscerally satisfying to me. I don't know if it's the sound design or what, but it's fun to do. There we go. Alright, what's in the chest? A magic egg. Magic. I want to double check the room on the right. Seems like there could have been more there. So let's take one more look at that. Come on. So, another look here. Seems there is yeah, there's one in the upper right that seems to go to another room I haven't been to. Let's see if we can get to that. Alright, so looking at the diagram here, I gotta get back in this room with probably this guy. Alright. And now through here onto this catfish's head. And almost. I just gotta be quicker about it, I think. Almost had it. I just gotta be really quick. As soon as it starts sucking it up, yep. That's really tricky. That has to be the way to do it. I don't know if I'm just too slow or if I'm doing it in the wrong order. Alright, I can't pop it too early. Or I can't do another bubble too early. It has to be in its mouth first. Seems the problem is this guy likes to swallow it up. And it rearranges the order of things. Adds another second or two. So perhaps if I get that one floating up there. No. I don't know if I am doing something wrong or if I have to come back here later with something else. Let's think it over. Let's try it one more time. Alright, just had to be a little faster. So this is taking me quite a ways into this very dark room. What do we have in here? There's another one up there. Some hidden platforms among the vines. But it doesn't seem to really lead me anywhere. So let's go into this one. And that takes me all the way back here. Alright, well I guess that's it, unless I missed something, but I think that's all I'm going to do over there for now. So looking at the map, let's move on over to the right. See what we can find further right. We got the fan room here, still going. And now let's see if we can climb the bubbles successfully, unlike last time. I'm going to start from the right side this time. Yeah, you just gotta get a rhythm to it. Seems there might be a ledge on the left there. Let's see if I can make my way over. Very carefully. Aha. And now a switch. What do we have in here? Another locked door here. And a ladder. And something shooting fireballs at me. Seems with a switch I can block it from seeing me, but whenever it can see me, it shoots fireballs. But now that I've used the switch, I have unlocked some platforms there, and a yellow thing in the upper left, so let's see if we can reach that. Gotta be careful. Alright, it unlocked the door down there. But this is blocked off, so I need to hit a switch again. And I cannot reach that switch, so I have to go up and over, it seems, using the platforms. This might get precarious. Oh, I got hit, but I'm alright. And now that I've hit the switch again, I can make my way over. I gotta eat the fruit. And I hit the other yellow thing. Very nice. I'm not sure what that unlocked, if anything. I think it unlocked the one on the right over there. Yeah, so I know I can get that chest. I got the mystic egg. I'm wondering what's up here before I move on to the right. What is up here? Another yellow thing, but there's another on the other side I can't get to. It is too dark to see the map. Cannot pull out the map. Alright, so I am nowhere near finding my way over there. So let's move to the right. Alright. Seems this is blocked off, but we have some sleeping animals on the right. Looks like they might be chinchillas or something. They almost look like Pikachu. So let's go back down the bubbles and keep moving back to the right. See what else I haven't explored over this way. Got the cranes walking over here. Let's see. I don't know, there's not really a platform anywhere near it. Let's hit the switch here. Yeah, I'm thinking that's not gonna work. Yeah, I cannot ride a bubble all the way to the right there. Alright, I'll have to come back here another time. Back past the fish statues to the penguins, and I think there was a save point over here. Yep. Alright, well, how about we climb up here? What do we have up the ladder? Is that like a giant egg there? Looks almost like an egg, that rock. Ah, here's a chest with some stamps. I'm not sure what I can do with the stamps. Maybe something on the map. Alright, yeah. I can place icons on the map. That could be useful for later. Alright, and now we have a peacock and what looks to be my egg collection. We got, yeah, we got 4 eggs so far. Very nice. I'll have to try and fill this up. But moving on over, let's keep climbing up. What is up the ladder? So we have a dog statue. We got lots of dog statues in here. Another squirrel, running away of course. And now, what seems to be a giant cat head. Take disc. Should I take the disc? Well, only one way to find out. I found the disc, but the cat's eyes have lit up. Oh dear. The cat is chasing me. The ghost of the cat. That can't be good. Oh boy. Alright, can I get this crank? He hit me. But I got the crank. I got 2 of them. Alright. Seems only his head hurts me, but how can I get up there? I'm gonna die. Yep. Seems I gotta be faster with the crank. Now we're back to the telephone. Let's try that one more time. The spooky, spooky cat got me. Alright, I'm going to take the disc and start running to the crank. Oh, this thing's already going. Interesting. Maybe left over from last time. I don't know if this works like Dark Souls, where things are changed even after you die. Alright, I gotta crank it up again. Is there a way? Yeah, okay. I wasn't thinking to move to the left here first, but let's, for now, put the disc back and restart the cat. Alright. Quick, 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 quick. I didn't make it high enough. Oh boy. Let's reset the cat one more time. I don't want to have to die and make my way back over if I don't have to. Alright. Actually, I don't think I need the cat to be chasing me to do this, so let's leave the disc there. Alright, so now I can move over to the left and up the ladder here. Let's check what's up there before we get the cat chasing us. We got a telephone. We got a fruit. Let's save right here. Alright, so you may have noticed an edit in the video here, but unlike most of my other edits where I take a few seconds out to cut out a loud background sound or something like that, this one is quite a bit longer of an edit. And let me explain what I mean. So, at this point in the video, I felt a migraine coming on, so I stopped recording and took a break, and upon feeling better, I came back and recorded the rest of the video, or so I thought. Turns out, I didn't actually hit the record button, so I did a bunch of gameplay that cannot be redone because I overwrote my save, and you unfortunately will not get to see it, but what I will do is walk back through the path that I went for the most part and explain what I did to succeed. So it's like a retelling of the gameplay without having to witness the stress, if you will. Hopefully that's okay with you, but apologies for the technical difficulties, if you will. Anyway, what happened was I came back here and decided to, instead of triggering the cat to chase me from here, I decided to go through and take a look at what was up ahead to figure out how to get through before having the cat chase me all the way through it. So I looked over here, I realized that down here is the way back down to the cat. So I went over here, and mind you, this right here was a closed door. And so I came back up here, I waited for the platform to come back over. And I got on the platform, rode it over here. And I noticed this dog. At this point, I did not have the disc with me. I only had some firecrackers. So I went down here to run away from the dog. Ran on through this way. And I picked up a firecracker here. Made my way through the dark. Found another firecracker. And just so you can see what's in here, that's what. On the way down, we pick up more firecrackers. And there's a ghost in here. And on my first time through here, I did not have a match, but I do now, so I'll light the candle to keep the ghost away. And I'll grab another firecracker, move on over to the left, and another firecracker, so we can see there is a crank over here that I need to move a block out of the way. And moving through here, we have a narrow passageway. And I accidentally threw that firecracker, but we have a dog here. I distracted it with the firecracker. I got up here, distracted it with another firecracker, jumped over it, went over here so it couldn't get me, went up the ladder, found this series of switch-controlled platforms. I made my way up. So, I checked out the left side where that ledge is and found I could not proceed that way. I went through here, got some more firecrackers, and walked on past the dog below. Kept on moving above the areas from before, and I landed in here where inside of this gold chest was a mock disc, and with the mock disc I was able to swap it for the real disc, putting the cat at ease and preventing it from chasing me anymore. So that was the solution to getting rid of the cat. There was also a frisbee activated button in here that I believe opened up that door on the left. So then, with the disc in hand, I went to the right, and I found this wiener dog. It's a little smaller, which means it could chase after me in this narrow passage, as you'll see. So I had to use the disc to keep it at bay for a moment. And I had to run through here as fast as possible. I died once or twice. And made my way through here, where I believe there was an egg in this chest. And I fell back down here, which was the entrance to the dog and cat area. And so from there, I believe I went on up and back up here. If we move over to, well, this is something else. This is not the way I went, but you get the idea. And I did a little more exploring and just went a bit further up here and found that the disc could be used for a variety of useful things, like hitting levers that are next to each other on an infinite basis to keep swapping platforms back and forth, but you get the idea. Now, I'm going to end this video by letting my character go to sleep right next to this very not dangerous dog. Nothing to worry about with this dog, but I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, even with the technical difficulties. And I'm really enjoying this game so far, and I hope you enjoyed watching it too.